Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about embellishment, and we are embellishing with pearl cotton. Now, I want you to remember pearl cotton is thicker than embroidery floss, so you do not need to separate the strands. You use it just like it is coming off the ball. And we're going to do a stem stitch like I've done here on the leaves. You're going to use a stem stitch on all the leaves to do the veins. And you're going to do a stem stitch to go around the outside of the flower petals. And you're going to do a stem stitch going around the outside of the center piece of the sunflower. So let's do a quick stem stitch, and then we'll talk about how we do that center piece of the sunflower. So I'm coming up from the wrong side of the fabric, and I'm going to just take a little back stitch. So I'm going down and I'm heading back toward where I came up. And I'm actually going to keep my thread on the top because I like the look of it when it's on the top. So again, I'm going to go back toward that stitch that I just did, keep my thread above my needle, and when I pull through, it just makes a nice solid looking line. And I'm just going to keep doing the little back stitches, and that's what a stem stitch really is. Okay, so you can see I'm going to go all the way around the outside. I did already go around the outside of the orange piece, and I want you to look at this cute little center section. So what I did was I started here and I went straight across, one big huge stitch. Then I came up here, went straight across going back, so that these two rows were even with each other. Then I came up here, did another one. And once I had done the last one, then I came over here because now I wanted to go across the other way. And what I'm creating are these little squares that I can put a French knot into. So if you look over here, you can see this is what I've done over here. I did the bottom ones first, and then I went over the top ones. Now you can see that they're still loose, and that makes me very nervous. But what you're going to do is you're going to tack every single one down at their corners. So we're right here, and two of them are coming together. So I'm going to come up on one side of that little X that they've created, and I'm going to go down on the other side. So you can see that I can adjust the stitch a little bit by doing the tacking stitch right at the corner and moving my needle one way or the other to make that little tack stitch hold the threads where I want them to be. And then when I've got all of the little tacking stitches done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a French knot in the center of each square. So I'll just show you that right now. I'm going to come up in the center, and really I would rather be using a Milner size 1 needle because it is perfect for French knots. I'm going to wrap the thread around the needle 3 times, and I'm going to go back down and right next to the center where I came up. Now I'm going to put some pressure on this thread so that my knot does not come undone as I pull through. So I start pulling through and then I release, and there we go. So let's do another one over here. I'm going to come up in the center, or very close to the center. I'm going to wrap the thread around my needle 3 times, and I'm going to go down again almost exactly where I came up, right next to it, giving some pressure to that thread that's hanging out there so that when I pull through, I get a nice knot. And that's what you're going to keep doing until all your leaves and all of your flower petals are surrounded by the pearl cotton, and you've got your centers done. And then we're going to go back over here and look at this one. I just used the orange thread and made a few little dashed lines out from the center. Now I did these all the way around. I would spread them out a little more than I did next time. And this is a pistol stitch, which is basically coming up, going out, doing your French knot, and going down into the fabric. So if you don't want to do a pistol stitch, you could do lines and then French knots at the ends. Either way works fine. That's all of the embellishment that we're going to do today. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a caterpillar. Thanks for watching.